We're not even in 6.0 yet. We're not even in 6.0 and we're already getting a Nodcry character. So that's right, in 5.8 we will be getting our first introduced Nodcry character. So I'm going to talk through all of their skills, their kit, even a little bit of leaked sort of gameplay, some of the things you can expect in 5.8. So let's get into all that juicy stuff. If you would like to get 30% off all of your Genesis Crystal purchases, click the top link in the description. All you have to do is put your UID in your server, and when you purchase, they get sent to your Genshin account instantly. Over hundreds of thousands of reviews and purchases, all 5-star, so you don't have to worry. If you would like to enter the 16,000 Primogem giveaway that I host for every phase of an update, click the second link in the description. It's ending very soon. It's actually ending in 2 or 3 days, so yeah, definitely get on that. Completely free. Okay, so first of all, let me give you a basic introduction to the character in 5.8. She is a female, she's 5-star, and they are from Nodcry. They use a catalyst, and their design as of right now is not 100% released, but we do have I have actually a little picture of some gameplay that I am able to show you guys. They're called Ineffer / Ineva. Some people are calling her Ineff, just for short. So yeah, that's the basic introduction on the new character. Okay, so let's get into Inef's skills. Alright, and this is the juicy information. So let's start first of all with her elemental skill. Ineff summons it says XX, we don't know what yet. She summons something, generating an Electro shield. The something automatically tracks and attacks nearby enemies, similar to Farina's Usia summons. So it looks like we're getting an Electro Farina / Escoffia. And it's funny because if you didn't watch the last video I posted, we now know that we're getting a Pyro Escoffia in 6.x. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a big tendency of recently, and you know, they're kind of like pushing out these off-field supports that just deal off-field damage, kind of like Fischl's Bird, but this is going to be on steroids, so hey, I'm all for it. Elemental Burst. It deals AoE electro damage, resummons the thing from Ineffer's elemental skill, and it refreshes its duration. So you can essentially, if you've got the energy recharge like down very well, you could essentially have this, like, we don't know what it is yet. It could be a bird, it could be a robot, whatever it is, summon it and keep it on field basically 100% of the time if you have her fully built right. Just imagine that, 100% on-field support. And bearing in mind, you know, this would be absolutely broken if it was Hydro or Cryo. I actually think this is more fair because it's Electro, so because I feel like Electro will be getting more love in 6.x. Obviously, Electro hasn't been at the top of the top tiers in a very long time. Maybe this is something we should be preparing for an insane Electro main DPS. And more on that later on in the video, because we actually have a big Electro unit coming in 6.x. Okay, so we actually have her Ascension stats as well, and this is big because the Ascension stats also contribute a lot to character's damage and just overall general kit. So her Ascension stat 1, or the passive, Electro Charge reactions triggered by party members are replaced with Lunar Electro Charge. Original Electro Charge effects are overridden. She summons an Electro Cloud above affected enemies, dealing continuous Lunar Electro Charge damage. Damage scales based on elemental mastery of the reaction's trigger character, and Inef's attack, crit rate, and crit damage. And the Ascension 4 passive talent converts a portion of Inef's attack into elemental mastery for the active character. What are your guys' thoughts? Honestly, she sounds pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. For an Electro character, I mean, it hasn't been the best, I will be honest. Like, as of recently with Electro characters, we have had Veressa. Don't get me wrong, Veressa is absolutely amazing. But we could just have a bit more love. Me, personally, I would have to say Electro is one of my favorite elements. But yeah, by the sounds of this kit, it sounds like she could be pretty overpowered, especially with the Electro Cloud above effective enemies. And if you sort of think about that, think about the thing she summons, generating an Electro Shield and shooting Electro damage to nearby enemies, as well as the Lunar Electro Charge Cloud above the effective enemies. Yeah, it's gonna add up. And finally, on the INEF'S topic, we have a little, it's not gameplay, okay? But it's a picture of her gameplay. And it's been heavily blurred because, well, for obvious reasons. This is taken, this picture was taken from a dev's computer, essentially. So yeah, let's just have a look at this together. I'm literally going to show it for a few seconds and remove it because I don't even know if I can show this. But if you look, go back, pause the video. If you look, the design actually looks very cool. Like from what I can tell, it looks like she may be wearing like a skirt, like a high skirt sort of type thing. She has purple long sort of like not braided, sorry, like in 2 ponytails. She also has one of her leggings really high up and one just like not so high, like one without. Yeah, honestly, like from what I can tell, the heavily blurred image, she definitely looks like she could be a cool unit. I know a lot of people will be pulling for her just based off looks, so take this for what you can for now. I mean, she is sounding like an amazing character as well. Okay, so the 5.8 skins. Skin number 1 will be for Bene, and skin number 2 for Yelan. Now, usually how Genshin do this, they release one of the skins for free in an event for a limited time period. If you miss that event and you don't get the skin, then yeah, you have to pay Genesis crystals, and who wants to do that? So definitely make sure you're able to do this. Hopefully that's the case. Sometimes they just release skins fully paid, trying to rob us for more. Like, jeez, come on, it's hard to save Primogems. Yeah, so the character design for these styles for Bene and Yelan is actually going to be a mechanical style. So I don't know whether that's an industrial old mechanical style, or if that's a mechanical style like some Neo Genesis type, like, you know, Evangelion type stuff, where they look super futuristic. I think the futuristic designs would look really cool, but yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Additionally, guys, here is a little roadmap of all of the upcoming characters. So if you remember me talking about a new Electro character coming in 6.x, well, in the first half, the first character in 6.x dropping is an Electro male, and apparently they're going to be super strong. They're a tall adult male, so yes, we haven't had a male in a very long time. They're an Electro charge carry. Maybe this 5.8 character is being put out to hype up the Electro male, give some additional support to the Electro male. Second half, we're getting a Geo female who is a crystallized carry. 6.1, we're getting the Pyro female, who essentially is going to be a Pyro Escoffia, 5-star of course. 6.2, first half, we're getting a Pyro male, who is a vaporized carry. Wonder who that could be? Suggestions down below, love to hear it. Yeah, the way they're releasing the Pyro male and then the Pyro Escoffia before, I think we know why. They've done it with Escoffia and Skirk. Yeah, it seems like a trend they're building up now. They're doing it with the Electro female maybe, and the Electro male in the first half of 6.0. 6.3, first half, we have a Hydro female main push top meta character. So this is going to be a SS tier character for 6.x. And we recently found out the Hydro female in 6.3 is Columbina, and we will be getting a trailer on Columbina next month. Stay tuned for that. Second half, we're getting an Animo female Swirlbloom team specialist. Guys, if you would like a chance at winning a Welkin giveaway, I do one of these for every single video. All you have to do, subscribe, turn post notifications on all, and like the video. And then comment down something you found interesting, and then I will reply and let you know if you've won, basically. But you have to make sure you've done all of those steps, because I can see if you haven't. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.